will be there. What type of testing I'll be doing? API testing. In API testing, we have other two things, right? What is the other two things I have in API testing? White box and web, right? Clear with this, in API testing, we will be having white box testing and also web service testing. In web service, we have other two things, right? SOAP and SOAP web service and what? REST web service, right? So here, listen, guys. Inside API testing, I will be doing two things, right? White box testing, that is testing. Okay, let me just give brief about everything. Let me just write it here. Web service testing. Okay, and in the database testing, right? Yes or no? Okay, so we have discussed it yesterday. Guys, is my voice audible for everyone? Clearly? Okay, fine. I will just check with your internet, ma, because others are able to hear it seems. I think my internet connection is also good. Okay. So yesterday we have discussed about presentation layer, business layer and database layer, in which we have written in business layer we will be having source code, in database layer we will be having data, and also in presentation layer we will be having. Okay, my voice is repeating. Okay. Just try to rejoin Ayush, okay? Okay, in presentation layer, I will be having GUI. Okay, all that, when it comes to, I'll be taking an example of one thing. Okay, this is UI thing. So, in that, what we will do, even if it is manual testing, we will be doing the testing. In the each and every component, we will be doing in UI. Yes or no? These type of testing we will be doing in the presentation layer. Okay, functionality testing we will be doing each and every component. Like for example, in that particular UI text field, 8 to 25 characters must be written. Only these characters must be written. So we will be checking with them. 7 characters will be checking with 9 characters. All those types of error guessing techniques we will be using. All those things, right? So we will be using all those things and we will be doing functionality testing. That comes under which type of testing? Black boxes. Yes. So and also we have something called a business layer. Okay. We have already discussed about these layers, if I'm not wrong, right? So in business layer, what type of testing we will be doing? API testing. Okay, API testing can be done with UI or without UI. Yes. Yes. So we'll be testing the request. We'll be testing the interface here, right? And also we will be doing in the API testing, we will be doing white box testing and also web service testing. In web service, we have other thing that is SOAP and REST. So we will understand what is SOAP and REST today. Okay, before that, let me just give a brief idea about yesterday's class also. Okay. And also we have something called as database layer. In database layer, we will be having data or credentials and there we will be doing database testing. Okay. Are we good? So, can someone just tell me the definition of white box testing? Yes, guys. Testing each and every line of the code with the help of another program. Just make sure you are adding a sentence called as another program, because we are writing a program and we are checking with the source code. Program written in the source code. Yes or no? One program we are testing with the help of another program. Right? Clear with this, everyone? Okay. So, and also we have something called as web service. So before that, what is API, guys? What is API? We have discussed about API also, right? What is the abbreviation of API? Application Programming Interface, right? Yeah. It will act as a bridge or interface connected. It will connect two programs or two applications, right? Yes or no? People who are absent yesterday, are you guys able to understand the topic? What API will be doing? It will connect two applications here. Okay. We will be not giving the entire source code. We'll just give the interface. With that interface, they'll be able to exchange the information, right? Yes or no? So also we have discussed about web service. Yes? Absolutely. So we have discussed about web service. What is web service? Two applications exchanging information through API. So I'll just give one example today. Guys, did you copy this? Should I move to the next page? Copied? Wait. Okay, wait. I'll just wait. Let me take pic. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Done? Everyone? Shall I move to web service concept? Okay, I'll just let me know once if you're done. Okay. So, web service in the sense what? Two applications exchanging information between each other, right? So, let me take one example. Okay. So, what example we will take? Yesterday we have talked about PVR and all. Okay, we will take Uber. Uber and Google Maps. Absentees, please listen. Okay. So, which domain Uber comes under, guys? Which domain Uber comes under? Travel domain. So, this is Uber application. Uber application, it comes under travel domain. And Google Maps is also one of the applications of Google, right? So, what is the main focus of user Uber? Transporting. But if you observe the Uber application, what all things you can see, guys? You can see login, you can see register, you can see maps, etc., etc., etc. Now, my question is from where this maps is coming? Okay, does Uber have own satellite? Is it having all those things, necessary things to get the map locations? No. Uber doesn't have. From where it is taking? It is taking from the Google Maps. It is taking the service or help from the Google Maps with the help of money only at the end of the day. They'll be charging few amount. As I said, it is based on a request. Right? And just a minute. So this Uber will be taking help or service from the Google Maps through the interface, through the API. So this API will act as a bridge between two applications and it will help in the business between two applications, right? So this is called something called as web service. Okay, web service in the sense what? What is web service? Two applications. May I know the definition of web service? Two applications exchanging information with the help of APIs. Yes or no? So this is called something called as web service. So what I hope you understood about web service, everyone. Right? Someone was asking me to explain today's class. I don't remember her name, which I hope she's understanding things. Yeah, Subhangi done. Got it. Okay, fine then. So these two applications are exchanging information with the help of this API because they cannot give this Google Maps cannot give the entire source code to Uber, right? So only this API it will be giving. So with this API, what this Uber will do, it will send the request, it will get the response. Okay, I wanted to go to this location. What is the map? Okay, so these kind of responses and requests it will send through the API. So API is helping us to communicate between two applications here. These kind of service is called web service. Okay. Now, what is web service testing? Let us understand that. Okay. I'm not getting into deep because I hope you are understanding things. Nothing new here. Okay. So, what is web service testing? Guys, yesterday did you guys took notes of web service testing? Took notes? Web service testing? No. Only one response I got. Okay, let me write once again, no issues. Whenever it is testing, guys, it should be request and response should be involved. Okay. So, testing the request and response between two applications is called Web service testing. Just make a note of this thing, guys. Written. Done. Yes, Subhang, yeah, absolutely. Okay, now if you're done, guys, if you're done, just let me know. I'll move the page. Anyone still writing? Okay, then. Okay. Here we have something called as. So there comes a question. Okay. So why web service testing is required? For that you write an answer. Okay, let me just put something and write. 1 minute, guys. Why web service testing is required? For that your answer should be just make note of things. Web service testing is required in order to make sure all the services are exposed by the provider. Provider are working as expected with respect to functionality, performance, scalability, security, etc. Guys, scalability means it's an ability of a system. Okay, just remember this. Is it able to handle this many of requests, responses, all those things? We'll be just checking. Okay. Security, scalability, performance, all those things. We'll be just checking. Done? Anyone still writing? Okay, we'll proceed then. So yesterday we have discussed about SOAP web service, right? Yes. So let me take a same example of ICICI Bank. Okay, ICICI server. What I said yesterday, ICICI, let's take an example of ICICI. And here, what I said yesterday, let's say it's new to industry now. Okay, when it is new to industry, somehow it should grow that business, right? So they decided to offer a web service. And what kind of web service? As I said you, we have two different types of web service here. Yes or no? One is SOAP web service and the other one is REST web service. Yes. Under web service, we have discussed two things yesterday, right? Getting the point. SOAP web service and REST web service. So now let us assume that this ICICI server is decided to offer a web service than that too of SOAP web service. Okay. So let me just draw a picture here. Python, developed by Python. Okay. And here let me take Meesho or Myntra. What should I take? Meesho. It is developed using Java. Let us consider. Okay. Okay, it is developed using Java. And I said you, it is in the form of SOAP web service. So now you tell me if the application is using SOAP web service, the request has to be sent in which format? The application is using SOAP web service. Okay. So the request has to be sent in which format? XML, right? So let me just draw that also. Good job, everyone. XML, XML, XML. Okay, and this one also XML. Yesterday someone asked me about XML and JSON. They are having some doubt, it seems. So let us make them understand here. See, if at all I am communicating with the ICSC server, I can't communicate directly because here I am using Java and here I am using Python. Obviously, I cannot directly communicate with that particular application. So I want something that is XML, okay, because it will not understand Java and this application will not understand Python. Yes or no? So we want something that is XML, and that is why we use something called as XML and JSON. Okay. Now we have something called as parser tool. Just guys, don't make things complicated. Just understand in a very simple way. Okay. And why do we need parser tool? See, I wanted to communicate between these two. How Java will be transferred into XML. How XML is transferred into Java. Something should be there in between, right? In order to communicate. What is there in between? Java to XML, which partial tool we will be using? Jax B. Great, good job. Jax B. My students are good, I feel like. Oh, you don't think it as IA. Okay, this is B. Fine. Okay, and this is XML to Python, Python to XML, which partial tool I'll be using? Great. Requester. So, web service. So before this SOAP web service, I'll show you how the API looks, how the interface looks. Okay. HTTP S colon ICICI. You'll be understanding about this in today's class. Only by the end of the class, you'll understand about this one also. So the API will look like this, guys. Okay. The API will look like this. For the soap only, it will look like this. Okay, the interface will look like this. Okay, wherein I am sending the request. Soap web service request. Soap web service. Let us understand why are we calling it as SOAP web service request, SOAP web service request and response. Okay. Before that, let me draw one chutti browser. Kutti browser, not chutti browser. Kutti browser. So my browser is sending the request here. In which format it will be? HTTP request and HTTP response. Yes. So why it will be in HTTP request and response? May I know? It will use some protocol. Which protocol it will use? Which protocol? HTTP protocol. Yes or no? Browser will understand HTTP and it will use a protocol called as HTTP protocol. Now, if my Myntra and ICICI are communicating, they both also should have one common language or protocol. Yes or no? Protocol is what common language only, right? So they should also have one protocol. So here we are using SOAP protocol. Okay, in the SOAP web service, we will be using SOAP as a protocol. Only then we are calling it as SOAP web service request, SOAP web service response. Same goes with the browser also. As it is following HTTP protocol, we call it as HTTP request and we call it as HTTP response. Understood? Understood, everyone? Just make note of this thing. In soap, I thought my mic is on. I was giving you answer. Okay. So in soap only XML is used. Okay. Guys, everybody getting things, any doubts? If you have any queries, please let me know. Okay, done. Done with writing? Okay, fine. Guys, done? Okay. So, what is the abbreviation of SOAP? Just take picture, take note. Super handwriting. Simple object access protocol. SOAP is a protocol, guys. Okay. So now here it is acting as a protocol between, in our example, it is acting as a protocol between Myntra and ICIC. Okay. I hope you know what is protocol, guys. It's a set of rules or common language between two applications, right? Always remember SOAP APIs will be in the form of VSDL files. That is web service description. Okay, it will always be in the form of VSDL files, that is web service description language. All these VSDL files are there. No, it will be registered in one place. Okay, that place is called as UDDI. Okay, these are theoretical concepts. Just remember, when you are doing practicals, you will be able to understand all those things. Okay, just make note. All this VSDL files will be registered in UDDI, that is Universal Description. For security purpose, guys, this is okay. Universal Description Discovery Integration. So it's a place where all the APIs have to be registered. What APIs? SOAP APIs have to be. That is the root. Okay. In this place only all APIs should be registered first. Only then they can perform any task. For the register, sorry, for the security purpose, SOAP web service is doing all those things. Here you don't have to go in depth. Okay, just remember it will be in the form of VSDL files, and also all these VSDL files will be registered in a place called as UDID. Okay, for security purposes. Okay, this much you remember. That's it. No need to go in depth. Done? Yeah, protocol is a common language or set of instructions. Understood, Raja? Yeah, because you can use this SOAP also. Because the thing is, it is language independent and platform independent. But if you wanted to use SOAP libraries or tools should be installed. Okay. It is useful to communicate between two applications. It's like a common language between two applications or two programs like that. Clear? common language and set of rules. Yes, it's protocol. We have two things for protocol. One is it is a common language, and the other one is it is a set of rules we followed. When we are, protocol in the sense what set of rules. When we are sending some request to one application from one application to another application, we have to obviously follow some set of rules, right? Okay. Done with this? Anyone still writing? No, okay, fine then. It is XML based protocol used for application applications to exchange information. Under SOAP only you write this, guys, okay? Information between each other. It's an XML based protocol used for applications to exchange information between each other. I hope you know about SOAP web service testing now. Guys, first of all, did you took the definition of SOAP web service, everyone? SOAP web service definition you took? Okay. Write this thing. Just write the first one, first two sentences. We'll write the SOAP web service definition, what is SOAP web service testing, and then we will move to tools of web service, SOAP web service. SOAP is a protocol, it's a web service and also it's a protocol. Okay. It's a web service, it's a type of web service, it is also a protocol. What is the abbreviation of SOAP? Simple Object Access Protocol. It acts as a protocol, it acts as a web service, type of web service also. Right? Understood? Yeah, guys, if you are done with this particular thing, you just inform me. We will move to the next topic. Fine.
Fine.
Anyone
Anyone
still
still
writing,
writing,
ma?
ma?
Shweta,
Shweta,
I
I
think
think
she's
she's
telling
telling
no.
no.
Okay,
Okay,
let
let
me just
me just
show
show
once
once
again.
again.
Please
Please
let
let
me
me
know.
know.
Shweta,
Shweta,
done.
done.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
So
we are
we are
writing
writing
soap
soap
web
web
service,
service,
right?
right?
Two
Two
applications
applications
exchanging
exchanging
information.
information.
I
I
hope you
hope you
guys are
guys are
able to
able to
understand
understand
my
my
handwriting.
handwriting.
Using
Using
SOAP
SOAP
as a
as a
protocol
protocol
is
is
called
called as
as SOAP
SOAP
web
web
service.
service.
Just
Just
take
take
this
this
note
note
also.
also.
Just
Just
tell
tell
me if
me
you're
if you're
not
not
able to
able to
understand
understand
my
my
handwriting. I'll
handwriting. I'll
write
write
again,
again,
okay?
okay?
Or
Or
else I
else I
will
will
repeat
repeat
if you're
if you're
not
not
getting.
getting.
All the
All the
SOAP
SOAP
web
web
service
service
are
are
exposed
exposed
via
via
VRTL
VRTL
file.
file.
That's
That's
it.
it. Yo, sorry guys. Yo. Just a minute. I'll not touch the screen only. Something is happening here. हो
हो
गया?
गया?
Anyone
Anyone
still
still
writing?
writing?
If
It's
done,
done.
we
We
will
will
be
be
moving to
moving to
web
web
service
service
testing.
testing.
There's
There's
no
no
difference,
difference,
only
only
testing
testing
the
the
request
request
and
and
response
response
thing.
thing.
That's
That's
it.
it.
So, web
Web service
service testing.
testing.
Let me
Let me
write
write
full
full
name
name
only.
only.
Whenever you
Whenever
are
you are
using a
using a
word,
word,
whenever if
whenever
they
if
are
they are
using a
using a
word
word
testing,
testing,
you
you
just
just
need
need
to
to
tell
tell
about
about
request
request
and
and
response
response
time.
time.
Okay.
Okay.
Time is
Time is
not
not
needed,
needed.
just
Just
request
request
and
and
response.
response.
That's it.
That's it.
Between
Between
two
two
applications
applications
which
which
is
is
based
based
on
on
XML
XML
using
using
SOAP
SOAP
as
as
protocol
protocol
is
is
known
known
as
as
SOAP
SOAP
Web
Web
Service
Service
Testing.
Testing.
And we
And we
have
have
different
different
tools
tools
also,
also,
guys.
guys.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
once you're
once you're
done,
done,
we'll
we'll
discuss
discuss
about the
about the
tools.
tools.
Okay.
Okay.
We have
We have
tools
tools
like
like
SOAP,
SOAP,
Sonar,
Sonar,
Ready
Ready
API,
API,
all
all
those
those
things we
things we
have.
have.
After
After
tools,
tools,
we
we
will be
will be
getting
getting
into
into
REST
REST
web
web
service.
service.
Done?
Done?
Yeah, you will be understanding about postman, you'll be understanding about rest assured, everything by the end of the class. Okay. And show once again. These things is important. Whenever testing is involved, no, request and response should come. Done? Okay. So just note down the tools also which we have, which comes under soap. So we have different testing tools. Okay. So for doing soap web service testing, we have different tools like Soap UI, Soap Sonar, Ready API, and Visdal, etc. and etc. Okay. What are the These are the tool names, guys. Soap UI, Soap Sonar. With this, we'll be able to do soap web service testing. Okay. With these tools, Ready API. What is the web service testing? Testing the request and response. Fourth one, VISDL. Third one is Ready API.
Okay, let me write clearly. VIW real, not S. Done? Yeah.
Yeah.
WIZDL. Done,
Done,
everyone?
everyone?
Not
Not
done.
done.
Okay,
Okay,
let me
let me
show
show
once
once
again.
again.
VWIZDL. That
That
is
is
different.
different.
You
You
have
have
these
these
two.
two.
Okay,
Okay,
this
this
is
is
tool.
tool.
This
This
is
is
file.
file.
You
You
have
have
these
these
two.
two.
Not
Not
one.
one.
Okay.
Okay.
The
The
first
first
one,
one,
WSDL is
WSDL
a
is a
file.
file.
WIZDL
WIZDL
is a
is a
it's a
it's a
tool
tool
to do
to do
web
web
service
service
testing.
testing.
So
So
web
web
service
service
testing.
testing.
Okay.
Okay.
They're two
They're two
different
different
things.
things.
Let us
Let us
understand
understand
now
now
about
about
REST,
REST,
which
which
most
most
of the
of the
companies are
companies are
using
using
nowadays.
nowadays.
I'll
I'll
take
take
same
same
old
old
example,
example,
ICICI
ICICI
Bank
Bank
only,
only,
so that
so
you'll
that you'll
understand
understand
clearly
clearly
if I
if I
give the
give the
same
same
example.
example.
And
And
let's take
let's take
Meesho
Meesho
only.
only.
Everything
Everything
remains
remains
same,
same,
guys.
guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Only
Only
here,
here,
instead
instead
of
of
soap, we
soap,
are
we are
using
using
something
something
called
called
as
as
REST.
REST.
Okay.
Okay.
Why
Why
are we
are we
using?
using?
Why
Why
have we
have we
moved
moved
to
to
soap to
soap to
REST? We
REST?
will
We will
understand
understand
now.
now.
Okay.
Okay.
Meesho.
Meesho.
.java. If it
If it
is
is
REST,
REST,
which
which
format it
format it
should
should
be?
be?
Anyone?
Anyone?
It is
It
in
is
the
in the
REST
REST
format.
format.
Okay,
Okay,
JSON.
JSON.
Here
Here
all
all
files will
files
be
will be
stored
stored
in
in
JSON
JSON
format.
format.
Right.
Right.
How
How
to
to
convert
convert
JSON
JSON
to
to
Java,
Java,
JSON to
JSON to
Python.
Python.
How to
How to
convert
convert
JSON to
JSON to
Java.
Java. Yeah, parcel tool I'm asking about, guys. Few answers I'm getting. What about others? Absolutely, we are using something called as Jackson. And JSON to Python, if I wanted to convert. Yes. I need answers, guys. Good. XML to Python. XML to Python if you wanted to convert which parcel tool. Okay. Good job. So let's see how the API looks here in the REST. Okay. REST web services, guys. Okay. So this will be in the form of HTTPS, ICICI Bank, name, API, payment. Let me before writing payment, let me just write this one. See, in the ICICI Bank, no, I'll be having different features. Payment feature I'll be having, I'll be having loans feature, I'll be having balance feature. Yes or no? If at all I wanted to use payment, see, Meesho wants which one Meesho wants? Meesho is anything, there between Meesho and loans of ICICI Bank. Meesho and balance between ICICI Bank. Payment we need, right? So, payment. I'm just writing payment here. Meesho wants payment. Meesho wants money from ICICI Bank. Yes or no? Now, if Myntra wants to send a request to ICICI, how can it send? Through a API. Yes or no? It should have an interface. Yes. So this is the interface. This is how the interface looks like. Okay. See, this particular interface is only for payment feature, guys. Only for payment feature, this interface is looking like this. Okay. If it is for loans, instead of payment, here I'll be writing loans. If it is for balance, instead of payment, I'll be writing balance. Only for this particular feature, this is the API. This is the interface, right? So now this becomes the API for this particular feature, payment. Now what if I want loans? Instead of payment, I have to take loans. HTTPS :/ICICI/API/loans. Same goes to balance. Okay. The beauty here is for each and every feature we have individual APIs, guys. Okay. Here also we can customize that. But when it comes to SOAP, what is happening? If you observe in SOAP, what did I wrote? Can anyone just look into the book and tell me? For API, what did I wrote? Sorry, for SOAP web service, what did I wrote as an API? Yes. Here I'm writing according to the feature. Which feature I want in that particular application? Only that I will use. That is the beauty of REST. I don't have to purchase. I don't have to do everything. Okay. When it comes to SOAP, you'll be getting in a package. Like entire VSGL we will get. In the form of VSGL, as you guys said, in the form of VSGL files, we'll be getting the service. Entire thing we'll be getting. But why they have designed it like this? Only payment, only loans, only balance. Why they have designed it like this? For understanding that, let me just discuss something here. I hope this is clear for you guys. Okay. So now, with the help of this API, Myntra will be sending one request to ICICI, yes or no? In which format? JSON format. Yes. And it will provide us back the response. This particular application will be providing us the response. In which format it will send the response? In the JSON format again, right? This request we call it as REST web service request. Just a minute, I think my particular. Just a minute. Yeah, it's coming now. What happened earlier? Okay. So I was telling you something, right? Which format I'm sending the request and response in the JSON format, right? So we call that kind of request as REST web service request, as we already know this. And responses, REST web service. Okay. As we are sending it in JSON format, we call it as REST web service request, and as we are receiving it in the form of JSON, in the JSON format, that is why we call it as REST web service response. Everything is same only, guys, but here we'll be understanding how this API looks. Okay, it is different for SOAP and REST if you observe. Right? Again I'm asking you, what is protocol, guys? What is protocol? Common language. Yeah. It's a common language and set of rules. Yes or no? See, if browser is sending a request, which type of protocol, which type of request we will call it as? Yes. HTTP. Why? It is following HTTP request. And if we are sending a request to XML, what we will call it as? In XML format, if we are sending what request, what type of request we will call it as? SOAP web service request. Same goes here also. But here, SOAP is what? SOAP is a. What is SOAP, guys? SOAP is a web service, and I also said SOAP is a protocol. But REST is not a protocol. REST also follows HTTP protocol itself. Okay. If I wanted to communicate between Meesho and ICICI Bank, we use, if at all it is following JSON format, we call it as HTTP request. Sorry, it is using HTTP protocol. Always remember, REST is not a protocol. Only SOAP is a protocol. Okay. But as it is in the JSON format, we call it as REST web service request and REST web service response. As XML, as we are using XML, we call it as SOAP web service request and SOAP web service response. And also here in the form of XML, in the form of SOAP web service request and response, we will be also using protocol. People will be telling, as we are using SOAP protocol, we will be calling it as SOAP web service request and protocol. I'm not sharing any screen, ma. Don't worry. Okay. Just remember, if at all, REST is also using which type of protocol? See, you can see what is the abbreviation of SOAP. Abbreviation of SOAP. Abbreviation of SOAP, guys. Simple Object Access Protocol. But what is the abbreviation of rest, it is a representational state transfer. Okay, in this abbreviation, can you see any word called as protocol here? No, right? So, rest is not a protocol, it is an architectural style. Okay, the protocol we are using between Myntra and ICIC is the HTTP protocol itself. So now let us understand what is exactly REST means. Okay, let me share my screen. Guys, just a minute, I'm getting a call. Give me a minute. See, now we'll understand why exactly we are using REST and why are we not using SOAP nowadays. Okay, for that you should only answer me. If I am using SOAP, we will send the request in which format? If it is SOAP, the request will be sent in which format? XML. Okay, great. If it is REST, JSON. Yes or no? So which one is easy? XML is easy or JSON is easy? Which one is more popular? Which one is more popular? JSON. Right. Now the beauty of REST web service is not only JSON, it can also support XML. You can also send the request in JavaScript. You can also send the request in HTML, text format, all those things. These many data types, data formats it will support. Is it an advantage if you are having different formats? It's an advantage, however, right? Yes or no? The same thing goes here also. Okay, we will be having different varieties of options, variety of availability, but not with SOAP. SOAP only accepts XML, but REST will accept all these data types. Let me write all the data types which REST will accept. It will accept XML, JSON, JavaScript, HTML it will accept, and text format, text format. All these data formats will be accepted by REST. But SOAP only will accept XML. Okay. But if at all we are using JavaScript, HTML, text format, the parser tool will change, guys. Okay. Remember, the parser tool will change according to the data format. Yes. If at all I'm using JSON to Python one part schedule I'll be using. Yes or no? If at all I'm using JavaScript, the partial tool will change according to the data formats. Okay. Okay, still writing anyone? Done? Everyone? Still anyone writing? Yes. Should I move the page? Okay. Now, why we will call it as representation state transfer, let us understand. See, the provider tells, boss, you send me the request in this format only. Whatever format you send me, I'll send you the, in that particular format only. I'll represent you in that. It represent you the response in that particular format only. If you send me in the JSON, if you give me JSON format request, okay, I'll send you JSON response. If you send me in XML, XML format of request, XML response, JavaScript, I'll give you JavaScript. That is why we call it as representational state transfer. Okay. And also why are we using this? I said you it is not a protocol, it is one of the architectural style. Okay. Did you ever heard about this architecture? Architect anytime? You heard? So what will they do, guys? What will architect do? What is the job of it? He will design and what all things he will do other than designing. The main job is designing, right? Designing, constructing the house. Okay, when I tell constructing the house, how he will construct based on our requirement only he will construct. Yes or no? Same thing follows here also. Based on our request only, he will give this particular rest will give the response. That is one of the beautiful way of designing web service, guys. Okay, so let us understand what is REST web service now. I hope till here everybody is clear. Yes? Okay. using HTTP as protocol. See, I'm using the word as protocol. If you observe, what is the abbreviation of SOAP? What is the abbreviation of SOAP? Simple object. Anyone? Absolutely. Simple object access protocol. If I'm using the word SOAP protocol, what will happen? SOAP object, simple object access protocol. That is why I'm using the word as protocol here. Okay. Not necessary information, but still general knowledge. Just make note of this thing, guys. And I'll be writing SOAP web service request here. Testing also under this. Same, nothing changes here. As lot of people are asking me to write, I'm writing. If not, I would have dictated. Anyways, it's fine. No problem, no issues. Just add this word, guys. Add this word for this definition and you write. You know, right? What is SOAP web service testing? Testing the request and response time between the two applications, exchanging between each other with the help of JSON, XML, all those things you write. Continue with the definition. Nothing new is there. Right. After this, just let me know. I'll be giving few notes, small notes about REST web service also, because in interviews they might ask you. So, see, important questions is XML and JSON. I'll tell you important question XML and JSON, and then they ask me SOAP and REST they'll ask you, and HTTP methods. Tomorrow's topic it is HTTP methods. They'll ask you, and web service they'll ask. All the things which I said you is important for the interview. So only I have took this much time. Okay. All these are important, guys. Web service, and they might ask you in real time where are we using this web service. Yesterday we have discussed it, right? All those things. Examples they might ask you, and also what is the use case of web service. Today I'll be discussing that also if possible. If not, Monday we will discuss about the use case of web service. Today most probably I think I'll discuss. Let me see. And what all things they might ask. Applications, client, all those things they will not ask, I guess. But be prepared, that's it. Okay, before giving notes, I have to tell you something also. Why REST is very much popular in the market nowadays? I have to tell you about that one first. Before giving the notes, only then you will understand. అయిపోయిందా means I'm asking you in Telugu if it is completed. You should say అయిపోయింది. If it is done. I'll tell you. In interview, most important questions are XML and JSON. They'll ask you these both. They might ask you differences, etc., etc. Regarding this XML and JSON, they might ask you. Be prepared for that. And also, here now today I'll be sharing you one differences between XML and JSON picture. Just go through it, okay? And then you'll be asking with HTTP methods. No, tomorrow you don't have class now. Monday only. Okay. And they might ask you what is web service? Why is web service needed? What is the use case of web service? Like where are we using this web service in real time? All those things they might ask you. And REST web service and SOAP, it is very important. Okay. And also, we have front end and back end, right? So if they want to check with basics, they'll be asking front end and back end. Where are we using APIs? Where are we doing API testing? Are we doing it in front end? Are we doing it in back end? Okay, those things they might ask you. And also three types of layers I said, right? Presentation layer, business layer, database layer. They might ask you this one also. Okay, these are the most important theoretical questions they'll ask you. Just prepare with that. Okay. Okay, you're asking me. Okay, fine. Guys, done with this? Now let us understand why REST is famous. Nowadays, people are not using this SOAP because we are having advantages in this REST. Okay, because of the simplicity, guys. What do I mean by simplicity? Here we don't have no concept of VSDL. Or UDID. If you remember what is VSDL, what is UDI, you will understand. Here I don't have any concept of VSDL, UDI, no registration process, nothing. Okay, understood. And also, REST APIs will be in the form of URI. What is this URI? Let us understand now. Okay. It will be in the form of, this is second point, this is third point. It will be in the form of URI. Let me write it here. This is Universal Resource Identifier. You understand what is resource identifier now? I'll write URI here. Don't worry guys, I'll give time to write. URN. So this is uniform resource locator. Now what is this locator? It locates the resources. Just here you'll understand everything. Just focus here. And here URN means uniform resource name. Okay. It will give you the name of the resource. What it will give? It will give you the name of the resource. Name of the resource. In our particular example, what is the name of the resource? Payment. Because my Meesho application wants that payment, source code. Or API. I can't use the word source code. I can use the word API, right? So this particular Meesho application wants the API of that particular payment feature in the ICICI Bank. Yes or no? That is the here my name is now payment. Okay. Payment, loans, and what all things are there? Profile, all those things. These comes under name of the feature of the application, right? And what is this uniform resource identifier? identifies the resource. What it will do? It will identify the resource. We have these three terms. Three terms. Just make note of these things. We'll understand each and everything, guys. Now, just take notes. Okay.
I have said you right why it is called representation state transfer. That was the first point, which I didn't wrote now. Earlier I wrote, I guess. So only I have kept it as second point. The first point is why we are calling it as rest. Understood, Shweta? Okay. Guys, done? Or still writing anyone? Anyone still writing? Abba. Very nice.
I-pointy. You have to tell I-pointy, okay?
Good job.
Now let me tell you what is this URI all about. I said you it will be in the form of URI. Yes? URI in the sense URL plus URN, some mathematical formula. Don't worry, I'll explain you. So, what is URI? Let me tell you. HTTP, I'll just write the API name here. Okay, HTTPS, ICICI, API. This is my locator. This is payment is there right here. It's a name. So, name plus locator will give me the URI. Along with the locator, if you add the name, it will become URI. See, make this note. All REST web services are exposed via URI. And all SOAP web services are exposed via VSDL. What kind of all REST web services are exposed via URI. Okay. And this one also you make note. If I give these two, I'll be getting URI. The combination of these two only we call it as URI. That's it, nothing more. Okay.
It is looking like a formula, but it is not a big formula. It's just
చిన్న
chinna
formula.
formula. And one of the most important concepts, differences or comparison between SOAP web service and REST web service, guys. If you're done with this, just let me know. After telling you the tools of REST web service, we'll be starting with comparison between SOAP and REST. I don't think we'll be able to do that today. It's 3:54. Okay. This is I. URI. It is SOAP. Yeah. Okay. Done, everyone? If you're done, we'll discuss about tools. And you just make note of these tools and we'll wind up the session. Okay.
REST web service tools. In the sense what? In order to do web service, REST web service testing, we are using these tools. Okay. So now what are those tools? Fireflink, Postman. Postman comes under REST only, guys. Someone was asking me. Assured, Ready API, Karate, Catalan. Heard all these names? Don't worry. Some are outdated now, you know. I think these four are in the market. Again, some will be using. Depends on the requirement again. This is S, guys. Yes. We have both manual and automation also we can do. Understood, Subhangi? You
You
can do
can do
both,
both,
ma.
ma.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are
you are
intelligent,
intelligent,
Raja.
Raja.
That's why
That's
you
why you
heard.
heard.
Intelligent
Intelligent
boy.
boy.
Guys,
Guys,
done?
done?
Yeah,
Yeah,
most
most
welcome.
welcome.
Anyone
Anyone
still
still
writing?
writing?
Should
Should
I
I
show the
show the
screen
screen
once
once
again?
again?
Okay,
Okay,
then.
then.
I
I
don't think
don't
we
think we
have
have
time to
time to
revise
revise
also
also
today.
today. This
This
in
in
this
this
course we
course we
will be
will be
dealing
dealing
with
with
postman,
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 GitHub,
GitHub,
all
all
those
those
things
things that
that
comes on
comes
a
on a
manual.
manual.
First,
First,
in
in
order to
order to
deal
deal
with
with
automation, you
automation, you
have to
have to
learn
learn
manual.
manual.
In
In
manual,
manual,
you'll be
you'll be
getting
getting
all the
all the
basics,
basics,
how to
how to
do
do
API,
API,
how to
how to
send the
send the
request, in
request, in
which
which
format we
format we
have to
have to
send the
send the
request.
request.
All
All
those
those
things you'll
things
be
you'll be
getting through
getting through
manual
manual
only.
only.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
we'll be
we'll be
revising
revising
things
things
on
on
Monday
Monday
only
only
because
because
as we
as we
don't
don't
have
have
time.
time.
1 minute
1 minute
is
is
left,
left,
I
I
guess.
guess.
Not
Not
even
even
1 minute
1 minute
properly.
properly.
Okay.
Okay.
And
And what
what
are
are
things?
things?
Yeah.
Yeah. How was
How
the
was the
session
session
today?
today?
How was
How
the
was the
session?
session?
No, ma.
No, ma.
Only
Only
Postman
Postman
and
and
Regress
Regress
application,
application,
GitHub
GitHub
will be
will be
dealing
dealing
with.
with.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Any
Any
queries
queries
regarding
regarding
today's
today's
session?
session?
Have a
Have a
happy
happy
weekend,
weekend,
Maheshwari.
Maheshwari.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
How
How
was the
was the
session
session
today?
today?
Did you
Did you
understood
understood
anything?
anything?
Or
Or
any
any
difficulties you
difficulties you
faced?
faced?
Understood
Understood
everything?
everything?
Good.
Good.
Very
Very
good.
good.
Happy
Happy
weekend,
weekend,
guys.
guys.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
if you
don't
don't
have
have
any
any
queries, you
queries, you
can
can
leave
leave
the
the
session,
session,
guys.
guys.
If
If
not, you
not, you
can
can
stay in
stay
the
in the
session
session
and
and
ask me
ask me
questions.
questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much,
much,
everyone.
everyone.
Happy
Happy
weekend.
weekend.
Thank you
Thank you
for
for
wishing
wishing
me.
me.
You
You
also,
also,
same to
same to
you.
you.
Have a
Have a
happy,
happy,
enjoying,
enjoying,
good,
good,
great
great
weekend.
weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
What's the
What's the
question?
question?
No, we
No, we
will
will
only
only
deal with
deal with
manual
manual
here.
here.
You
You
have
have
other
other
course
course
for
for
that,
that,
I
I
guess.
guess.
As of
As
now,
of now,
I'll be
I'll be
dealing with
dealing with
manual for
manual
you
for you
guys.
guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Upon
Upon
understanding
understanding
manual,
manual,
you
you
can
can
shift
shift
to
to
automation
automation
also.
also.
With
With
just
just
connect with
connect with
your
your
counselors
counselors
for
for
automation
automation
of
of
API.
API.
Okay.
Okay.
Done.
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 Any more
Any more
queries,
queries,
anyone?
anyone?
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much,
much,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Happy
Happy
weekend. Are
weekend.
you
Are you
understanding
understanding
things?
things?
Are you
Are you
getting
getting
any
any
problems or
problems or
difficulties are
difficulties
you
are you
facing?
facing?
If any, please, let me know, because only then I'll understand, right? Or else if I'm going too fast, if I'm going too slow, also just let me know. Okay.